guys, it's me Gleff back again, and welcome back to another video. This is the Month of the Mad God update video, and it has just released on the normal servers. So yeah, you can go out and try everything that I talk about in this video, and I'll go through everything with this update in this video. Don't forget to join my 12,000 gold giveaway down in the description after you've seen this video. It's 12,000 gold for different people, so enter it and follow the steps in that video, and let's jump straight into what this update has to unpack. Month of the Mad God 2024 Paths of Legends. Two factions clash in this year's month of the Mad God. The glory-seeking legions of Commander Lord Carisberg are going head-to-head with the insightful follower of Cronus the Ascended, and you can help determine which side will be victorious. The two sides have invaded the realm, with many items and relics for you to collect and use for either side. The first of these are the new amulet items, Amulets of Glory and Insight. As part of the mission tree, you will be able to claim one amulet every 3 hours by completing a mission. These ring slot items have a nice bonus to HP and MP, as well as a buff to one of the following stats: attack, defense, wisdom, vitality, speed and dexterity. And we'll take a look on these rings later when I show you what they look like in game, but there are different tiers of them, giving you different amount of HP and MP and then a specific stat. The amulets themselves are untiered, but have tiers listed because they will improve with use. You will be able to collect tier 3 amulets from a mission with a 3-hour refresh rate. This will then gain charges as you kill dungeon bosses with it until the meter is full. When the meter is full, the ring will then automatically change to a tier 4 amulet of the same type. This will continue all the way until the amulet hits tier 7, when it will remain a powerful item but no longer gain charges. The amulets are divided into Glory and Insight, which will have different effects on certain mechanics within the event. The division is as follows: Glory is attack, defense and speed, Insight is wisdom, vitality and dexterity. Amulets have collected during the month of Mad God will remain afterwards, but they will no longer be a feature of the mission tree. They may come back if we have another Glory and Insight event, or become available through other means: battle pass, missions, shop and more. But you will not lose the amulets at the end of the event. They will also retain the ability to gain charges and change to new versions. Relics of Legend. There will be 3 armor sets available during the event as rewards. We have heavy, leather and robe. These ones here, and these are tier 14 armors. When wearing one of the amulets above, you will get an on-hit effect. If you have a glory ring, you will get 8 seconds of healing with a 20-second cooldown, and an insight ring will give you energized for the same duration. There will be a number of weapons up for grabs. We have a sword, dagger, katana, bow, staff and wand, and these are all tier 13 weapons, which is kinda sad to see. I was hoping for them to be better than tier 13. These items will also react to the presence of an amulet by creating 2 additional projectiles when shooting. All amulets will give 2 additional projectiles doing 55 to 75 damage, which will have 80% of the weapon's range. If you're using a glory amulet, these projectiles will have armor piercing, and if you're using an insight amulet, they will have multi-hit. Glorious and insightful engravings. All of these items come with an engraving slot to use for 2 new engravings, Glorious and Insightful. You can freely mix and match these, putting Glorious on an Insight amulet or weapon, for example. When used on weapon, Glorious will provide +3 stat boost to attack, and when used on an armor or amulet, it will instead provide +25 HP bonus. Insightful provides +3 wisdom stat bonus when used on a weapon, and 4% reduction in MP cost when used on armors or amulets. Path of Legends. At the core of this conflict will be a community campaign to complete missions in the new mission tree. The season the missions will be split between Glory and Insight. In addition to all of the other requirements for completing the missions, you will need to be wearing an appropriate amulet for your progress to count. For example, if you need to kill 500 enemies while wearing a Glory amulet, if you kill enemies either without an amulet or with an Insight amulet, then the kills will not count towards this total. To clarify, this is based on the stat the amulet gives normally, not if the amulet has an engraving. So an attack amulet will always be a Glory amulet, even if it has insightful engraving. Each of the missions which require an amulet will be tracked and the progress used to reward the community. So here we have the different tiers, and these are the engravings, this is a specific skin, and this is a free O3 event, I think. As you can only wear one amulet at a time, you will be able to directly support one faction at a time. You can swap factions by changing your amulet and completing other missions, and everyone who participates will get the rewards from both the Glory and Insight tracks. The main competition will be how high each of the bars manages to go before the end of the season. The side which is winning will also affect the crucible. This will be updated on a weekly basis, starting with the generic options and updating to favor Glory or Insight based on which of the two factions is winning. So here we have different versions of Crucible. I've gone over them before, but they are here, and we will probably get an update on Discord or the blog post for each week when they are updated. And we also have a Rogue rework for this update. The rework of Rogue has been focused on expanding the capabilities of the Rogue's cloak ability to make it feel a bit more interesting to play. We think Rogue should be a class that benefits the most from a player who is able to consider careful timing and good aim to get the most of an ability that can be devastating if used correctly. Cloaks. Cloaks will keep their basic functionality that sets themselves invisible and makes them undetectable by enemies, but not now after shooting. After some time you will exit invisibility. When exiting you are on tiered cloaks you will get two effects. The first one is a new condition effect called Lethal Strike. Lethal Strike adds a flat amount of damage to projectiles created by you while the effective is active. Additionally, a portion of the target's enemy's defense is converted to bonus damage. While Lethal Strike is active, the player will fire additional projectiles towards the cursor location. Overall, we hope that this turns Rogue into a class that can be devastating in quick bursts while maintaining its sneaky capabilities without having to be held back by true invisibility. So here we have an example of the Rogue shooting after being invisible, and there you get the Lethal Strike. Items, they've changed the different tier cloaks and such. So we can see the base percentage damage for the tier 7 cloaks is 55%, and bonus damage per whiz. We have also a whiz mod for Rogue, which is interesting, I guess. And then we also have some changes to the untiered cloaks. And with this change, Rogue attack is increased to 55, Rogue speed decreased to 65, Sorcerer attack and dexterity decreased by 5 each, RIP Sorcerer, Summoner attack increased by 10, Priest attack increased by 5, dexterity increased by 5, so that's a huge change for Priest. That will give the Priest a lot more DPS. Samurai dexterity increased by 5, and then we have some dungeon changes. Mad Lab no longer generates turret maze rooms, okay, sad. Mad Lab's main branch length is reduced by 1, so that's a little bit shorter. Cogbolt drones display ID is no longer Cavern Crystal. Okay, weird bug, I guess. Then we also have a lot of realm rework changes, and this is a lot, as you can see here. So I'll just start off by reading out some, and then you can go to the blog post and check them out by yourself. All new realm encounters drop the respective blueprint for their event-wide, including previously unreleased blueprints such as Dirk of Cronus. That is very interesting. Most realm encounter UTs have now require 1 UT from the Realm UT collection to forge. Encounter UT blueprints are now part of the Realm UT Forge collection. All new realm set pieces received a distribution in placement. This shouldn't be noticeable in most scenarios, but some set pieces will spawn more often now. New beacons and roads were added to the map. Behavior changes. Yeah, you can see there's a lot here. Shiny crystal maze now properly drops from the new realm. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of information. If I would read this, the video would be 30 minutes long. Season 16. We've come so far. Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is so mid. It's so mid for being Month of Mad God. And we'll check it out later in game, so I can show you everything about that. Also the mission tree we will take a look on. But here we have some happy information. We have new Chinese. We have a lot of new Chinese. So the following items that are now shiny variants are the Turncoat Cape, Diplomatic Robe, Vesture of Duality, Centaur Shielding, Gladiator Guard, Spider Shuriken, Cloak of the Mad God, Nidaria Rod, and Polarity Poison. Then we also have a free campaign with some special rewards, and I'll take a look on that later when I am in game. Dungeon event. Countless events await you in the realm and in dungeons. Go check them out in our in-game event calendar. This is the first thing we will do in game. I'm looking forward to seeing if there's like a double event event in the new reworked realm. I'm looking forward to that a lot. New ST sets. Well, we have an Astral, Arcanist, Mystic, and Spellbound Soul Thief Trickster ST set. And if you want to see how these work, well, check out my 2 videos I did on them. I did 2 specific videos, one for each set. So yeah, I won't go over them here because I've looked through them in a specific video each. So check them out after this video if you are interested in how they look. ST drop rebalance. These new ST sets will be included alongside a rebalance of how STs are distributed. This new system better takes into account the number of Gen 3 tokens to distribute, rather than cramming them in all into a few dungeons. This better future proves us for releasing new sets and eventually looking into 4th generation in the future. All ST drop locations have been updated and their drop rates have been standardized to a unified value. In practice, this means most Gen 1 and 2 non-forged STs have received a drop rate boost. However, Gen 3 forged ST distribution will be nerfed this patch. The exact changes are that follows. A lot of text here. So we have ST Master's Chest is a new item, I think. Gen S3 ST tokens are now distributed as Gen 3 ST shards. So they make the tokens into shards that stack up to 15. Okay. Interesting. Then we have some Month of the Mad God quest at the Tinkerer, and we will take a look on these later in the video. That is everything in the blog post. So, am I worried? I don't think this will be like the Void and Deva Month of the Mad God. That was really good. This seems to be like a little bit less event-wise, so I'm a bit worried about this, but we will take a look in-game on how everything looks, and let's do that right now. So, I'm in-game, and let's check off the event calendar. So, here we have July, and, well, drag for more. We have a lot of different here. We have the Void event, but tomorrow Path of Legends will start. Some enemies in Abyss of Demons, Puppet Monster Theater, Toxic Sewers, Mad Lab Cursed Library. Yeah, you see all the different dungeons. Yeah, so I guess that's like an event that spawns enemies and you can get tokens or whatever. A realm event. Special loot possible. Trap of the Wild Spirit, Tablets of the King's Avatar, Ogmer, Barnacle Basher, Helm of Juggernaut, Conflict, Seedark, Oreo, Kot, Kagaboshi, Hamayumi, and more. See here, a realm event. This is very suspicious, but this will hit the servers tomorrow, so we will see what that is. But that is interesting that we have a realm event. Then we have some dungeon event in Nest, and yeah, let's see what that is tomorrow. at the Tinker here events, we have these Gleff of the Champion tokens that can get you glory and inside skin collection chest. Look at this sprite. I'm sorry, this sprite looks awful. God awful. Then we have Gleff of a hero. Can either get Shadow's weapon. Meh. Meh. Once per account. That is so boring that you limit players. I don't like that at all. Glory and Insight Engraving Collection chest for 30 Gleff of the Champion. Gear collection. Once per account! This is insane! I don't know. These once per account things are just so bad. And it just limits your gameplay. I don't like that. So, let's check out the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is horrendous. This is a normal Battle Pass, and we have no changes. Barely. Dark Ambrosia. We have 2 skins so far. You can see, this is shite. Class Mystery Skin Chest. What is this? Month of the Mad God is a special event every year. I understand Deca might have been like focusing on the Realm rework a lot, and we got it earlier than expected, but I don't know. This Battle Pass is ass. Sorry. But we can check out the amulet here. So yeah, I want the Amulet of Superior Attack, so we can check that out in the vault later. So here we have the like other side, one of the sides. You can see none of the rewards is that special. We just get mystery chests. This is nothing special at all. And this side, can you guess? It's nothing special. I'm sorry, but that is not good at all. So we can check out the amulet here, and gives me 10 HP, 10 MP, and 7 attack. And this will be like increased. So yeah, let's try to kill some gods and see how much the meter is like tanking. Never mind, I just realized that this will go up by killing dungeon bosses. So yeah, you gotta complete some dungeons to get the ring's benefits. But yeah, is there anything more? Like, we have the community contest up here, and we can check how the progress is going. So you can see that the glory one is leading a bit now. And yeah, free 03 for 5 days, free 03 for 5 days. I don't know, it just feels a bit mediocre. Like this, the only thing that is different here is that you get like one specific skin and then one of the gravings. But I don't know, it feels a bit lackluster. And if you look at the Nexus, it's not changed. It's just a normal autumn Nexus. So yeah, no new Nexus map. Then we have this campaign, free campaign. So here we have a Glory and Inside Gear Collection chest. We have Glory and Inside Skin Collection chest. Another one, seasonal vault expansion, solar cupcake, cursed dirt pet skin. That's maybe a little bit cool, but I don't know. Feels a bit meh, to be honest. But here we can see Forest here with a ring that has been upgraded a bit. But yeah. What do you guys think of this update? Well, write a comment down below, and yeah, we'll see how this month of the Mad God turns out. So I'm interested in the coming events in the realm, but other than that, I feel like it's a bit lackluster. Then we have a rogue rework, of course, with the lethal strike and such, but yeah, that could have been any update, to be honest. So yeah, we don't even have a month of the Mad God event calendar that we usually get. Maybe they've just like gone with the event calendar in game to be that, but yeah, we'll see in August when that hits. But don't forget to join my 12,000 gold giveaway, and I'll see you guys later in another video. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.